can be thought about by a women wage peace could help. So, interruption. Everybody's here.
Yeah. You close a little bit. Yeah. Keep hearing that.
What's that?
She says that winter is almost over.
Well,
Okay, so you have some
yes.
specific ideas.
Well, the specific thing is that in 1974, together with an Israeli scientist, no, he was really a social scientist who happened by accident to come to our institution in Washington, and we started thinking about what we should do. And we both came to the same conclusion separately that that Jews and Arabs in the Holy Land will never separate, and that they have to find a way to live together. And we felt that when there is the eventual decision, which was to be taken by the United Nations, that there ought to be, and that there will be minorities on both sides. There will be minorities within the Palestinian side. There would be the minorities on the Israeli
This is
side.
a very nice member of our team.
Hello, Georgia.
I haven't seen her in a long time, and Mali lives in a settlement on the West Bank. So close to Ariel. So we get
Close to Ariel. I've been to Ariel. I've seen the university. I think that therefore
You see, there will be Israelis living under Palestinian government.
Wait, let's just hear
Okay.
the whole.
Yes, I will answer that question. There's no reason why they shouldn't,
No, that's okay. Well,
and
that's
there's no reason why they couldn't.
yes.
So, but it's the freedom, allowing the freedom if they choose to stay on the Palestinian side. Once a Palestinian independent entity is created, a state, then there's no reason why they could not maintain their Jewish identity, their Israeli national status, and become also Palestinian citizens. And you have a double win. You know, I have two wins: one American, one British.
Okay.
So in the simplest form, it is the acceptance. And some very distinguished people in Israel have told me, George, the thing that's unique about what you say is that what you're proposing says to the other side, not that there will be a lot of people, a lot of Jews or Israelis will move to the Palestinian side, but you're saying we accept you. We accept you. And I think this is really the heart of my thinking, that there has to be a mutual acceptance for both people as genuinely full societies that have the full rights to be in this holy land. And I think that the cooperation which could take place would be of value not only to the Palestinians, which will have hoped for this for a long time, but also for the Israelis. And beyond that, it is my aspiration, my hope, that it will set the model for the region, because the region is in conflict and needs to be done. So I believe that while there are many proposals, there are many discussions, and there are many articles, and I also have a lot of those, everyone gets to the point that, and everyone feels that we don't want articles. We don't want to go. We want the United States to invite everybody to come to sit down together to talk, and we'll go on. You know, the Palestinians are now going through a very, very painful period, and it is it's vital, I think, that Women Wage Peace and others understand that. The big surprises the Palestinians faced from the United States are very painful surprises. and they must be reconsidered and thought about carefully. Particularly, I think, not waiting for the Americans, but really, I think it is a business between Jews and Arabs, between Israelis and Palestinians, and I think we need to really to find our way together. We really need to find a way together. There's no Palestinians work. 150,000 people go to work in Israel. Israelis come and go to Ramallah, go everywhere. They bring their goods and so on. And so on. So I think the makings of a possible future is not like we're going to invent anything out of space. It is out of reality which we are facing, but changing the order. Palestinians must have their independence. They must have their sovereignty. That they will be more than happy, I think, under those understandings, to cooperate with Israel and benefit from what Israel has to offer. The Palestinians are not dumb; they're actually quite smart. After the War of '48, much of the energy of Palestinians went to the development of the region, of Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and all the other countries. Palestinians were educated. When we turned the radios, it could have been Paris, it could have been Rome, or it could have been London. We listened to. We sang in different languages, and so it's not like Palestinians are coming from zero. They're coming from exactly where the Israelis were. We were parallel, we were similar, and we were all Palestinians at the time. And now it's a time for us to think that we want really to begin to think how to come together, and then the details. You can read a lot about, if you like. I was very honored by F.W. de Klerk, who I invited to come to give a speech at Harvard last year, who thanked me for inviting him to come to speak, because I believe he understood that at some point, the powerful have to tell the less powerful, the time has come that you must now think about the future of both, because your future alone, we will not survive, security-wise or any other ways. So I pray that this day, pray and also in all its meanings, that we will become more wise. And I think women, because they've known the suffering when they give birth to children, they also know the suffering when they lose their children. Parents do too, but men don't have it, I must admit, as women do. And so I'm hoping that this women's insight and genuine determination to seek a way forward would allow us to expand your outreach to people and to begin to have them be involved. So, in summary, 2 states, independent, in the division of the land, even though it's not 50-50, but a commitment by Israel to help the Palestinians make up for the time that they have wasted. Our future from 1948 to now has been fragmented, and I believe it is a challenge, and also it would be wonderful, certainly also commercially, economically, and everything else for Israel to really, not only to offer India and Pakistan and the rest of the world its know-how, but to also allow Palestinians, not only those who are living in the West Bank and Gaza, but also the Palestinians like myself who come from the outside, who are highly educated. We have highly educated people everywhere, in Ramallah and everywhere else, in Jerusalem, so on. That allows us now to begin to think about the other side as not only a partner, but somebody who's really valuable partner.